甲亢姐为中国可谓是操碎了心啊！最近呢，她又盯上了中国的体育教育和健康饮食。你别说，她挑的这2个方面，还的确需要大家来注意的。前段时间，这个写《人类简史》的赫拉利来中国，他就说嘛，人类未来很多人将会被 AI 替代掉。那人类应该怎么样锻炼自己的技能呢？那人类大概3种技能，第一种技能智力技能，AI 肯定要替代掉了。那第2类呢，就是社交和情感技能。第3类呢，就是一个运动技能，也就是甲亢姐所说的体育技能。这个的确是应该注意一下。
Have you heard of the 3 R's? Don't break into Natu yet. I'm not talking about the movie RRR. I'm referring to the 3 R's in education. This is a concept in schooling, and it forms the foundation of teaching. The 3 R's refer to reading, writing, and reckoning, basically calculation or arithmetic. So that's the 3 R's, reading, writing, reckoning. But in recent years, there has been a push for a 4th R, recess. This includes playtime for physical education. You see, researchers, educators, parents, they're all increasingly coming on the same page. They're all realizing that exercise is crucial for children. So they want to boost physical education. They want to raise its standard. They want to give it the same status as maths, English, or science. And slowly, governments are coming on board. Now, credit where it's due. China is a part of this club. Beijing wants to beef up physical education. They have unveiled a bunch of policies which look at the quality and quantity of PE in schools. There are 3 key aspects here. First, PE will become core to the curriculum, like Chinese or maths. It will not be a secondary subject. Second, the focus will shift to teachers. Their numbers will get a boost. And so will the respect that they are due. Yes, China being China is mandating respect too, but this time for good, it seems. They want physical education teachers to be treated the same as their colleagues teaching core subjects. This will ensure that they are compensated well and held to higher standards. Plus, it will encourage retired athletes and military veterans to pitch in. And third, apart from quality, Beijing is regulating quantity as well. They're mandating at least 2 hours of physical activity daily, 1 hour at school and another outside school. Of course, an obstacle course lies ahead. These policies could face hurdles during execution, like ensuring relevant infrastructure in schools, or regulating the hiring of teachers, or measuring the progress, and making sure that some children don't fall behind. But these policies are also necessary. And this is one of those rare occasions where China is thinking in the right direction. But why now? Why is Beijing giving physical education the credit it is due? The answer lies in their economy. It is in bad shape. There is a slowdown. Factory activity has shrunk. People are spending lesser money, so they're opting for cheaper food or junk food. Over the next decade, obesity is expected to rise in the country, and this is bad news. Because according to the World Health Organization, more than 37% of their population is already overweight or obese. And this includes children. Back in 1990, about 1% of Chinese boys were obese. Today, that number stands at 15%. This is behind the US, but ahead of most other countries like the UK, Japan, and India. Or look at obesity among Chinese girls. In 1990, it was less than 1%. Today, it is about 8%. Obesity is a major public health issue in China, so Beijing wants children to exercise more and make movement a part of their lives right from school. But this is not just about China or about obesity for that matter. People say exercise is good for the body and mind. This is especially true for children. It increases muscle and bone strength, it boosts fitness, heart health, and promotes better sleep. Exercise also makes children fitter for learning. Study after study shows this. Children who are more physically active do better in school. They have better concentration, better focus, more self-control, lesser stress and anxiety. In fact, physically fit children have different brain structures altogether. It helps them do better at maths and reading. So the benefits are plenty, yet physical education is often seen as a hindrance to studies. It is viewed as a distraction. It is given stepchild treatment. Very few countries mandate it in schools. Sure, there are a lot of caveats to ensure exercise in schools, yet you need ample resources. like the right kind of gear or enough playgrounds. You need qualified specialist teachers, you need the right standards, better funding, and ways to battle the inherent bias against playtime. But the benefits of physical education far outweigh the efforts required to bring this radical shift. So my point is quite simple. Physical education is like the underdog of schooling, and it deserves.
我发现啊，贾抗姐真的表面在黑中国，她骨子里好像是挺爱中国的。面对这些西方的官员的时候，她直接就怒怼啊！你们的西方机会主义的本质是什么样子的？你们承不承认？这些话，如果你不看画面，只是听声音，如果那个声音是中文的话，你会觉得是咱们外交官在发话，不是贾抗姐在说话。
We are witnessing Western opportunism in its truest form. As long as free trade worked for all of you, you said free trade globalization. Now that Asian countries, now that the global south is catching up, you say this is not fair, there are too many tariffs and so on. Is this what it's all about?
Well, I think it's actually China's at a trade war with us, not us with China. So
well, thanks for the invitation as a European, but shale gas is not very cheap, so certainly not from the US.
Carla Sands, the first Trump administration also triggered a trade war with China, and that shaved billions from the global economy, and the likes of Bloomberg and economists declared it a failure. What makes you so confident that this time it will be different?
Well, I think
并且呢，这个贾抗姐的中文也不错，这个大洋1号说的是挺标准的。
It is called the Dayang Yi Hao. That's the name of the ship. On paper, it's a research vessel, but on radar, it's a floating espionage hub.
我觉得啊，他黑中国的很大一部分原因是因为中国支持巴基斯坦没有跟印度合作嘛，对吧？他也做了一个节目，告诉中国说，为什么你们应该跟印度合作，不应该支持巴基斯坦。只可惜啊，你这套理论啊，这套思维呢，它是西方思维。西方思维是什么？只有永远的利益，没有永远的朋友。可咱们中国人不是啊，咱们中国人是先做朋友，再做生意，啊，没办法的事情。咱们注定啊，跟贾抗姐没有办法尿到一壶了。好，订个订阅，我们下期再聊。
Why this is important? China is the biggest arms supplier to Pakistan. We have some numbers. From 2020 to 2024, they made up 81% of Pakistan's weapons imports. From 2015 to 2019, they made up 74%. And this is not new. China has been Pakistan's top supplier of weapons since the 1990s. This includes advanced weaponry too, like Pakistan's first spy ship, the Rizwan. Almost 600 VT-4 battle tanks and 36 J-10 fighter jets. All these deals were signed in recent years. Reports say Pakistan is also eyeing China's fifth-generation fighter jet. Around 40 units of it, of the J-35A. So simply put, China is arming Pakistan. Islamabad needs Chinese weapons to help and help to fight India. Again, the question is, will Beijing give it? On paper, China won't mind this flare-up. They too have border issues with India. Both countries were locked in a standoff since 2020. If India is more focused on Pakistan on the western border, it could be less focused on China. That will be the thinking in Beijing. Hence the political support for Pakistan. But military support, that is not guaranteed yet. Because China needs India a lot right now. Beijing's biggest concern is not a conflict between India and Pakistan at the moment. Their biggest concern is the trade war with the United States. China is counting on India's support. If he wants that, he cannot arm Pakistan, at least not right now.